Hello and welcome to the live casino tutorial, live casino for beginners. Um, in MegaBet we have something called a live casino, and this is one of the most interesting offerings from MegaBet. Maybe you've been seeing this around live casino and you don't really understand. This is your chance to at least see what it's about and decide if it's something that interests you. Personally, I really love the live casino features, and I play them a lot myself. Now, if you click on the live casino tab here, it'll show you the various offerings: live casino, live baccarat, live Russian poker, live roulette, live blackjack, which is 21, or pashi as we call it here, live bet on poker, live bet on baccarat, and live roulette fortune. The roulette fortune and roulette are somewhat the same. The roulette fortune is the big wheel. Now under here you can also see the various providers. This is the one from Bet Construct. If I click here, you can see from Izugi, and you can see all the offerings from Izugi, and you decide which one you want to go to. And there's also offering from Evolution. I personally I love the offerings from Bet Construct. I find their interface very beautiful. But sometimes, depending on your internet connection, you might want to use Izugi, because Izugi tends to do very well sometimes in bad internet connection. So let's just dive in and see. Personally, my favorite casino game is roulette. Even when I go to casinos, actual casinos, I just go straight to roulette table. And for roulette, if you click on it, it'll show you the different tables available. So roulette, there's the regular roulette and there's the roulette fortune. And it tells you the minimum amounts that you can stake and the maximum amounts. So you can stake as little as 100 naira and as much as 310,000 naira. When you click on it, it will open the live casino feed. Right, so that's it. So this is the live casino, and you'll see the lovely casino dealers here and showing you what to do. I'll just talk you through the interface. Here to the top left here, you can see you can chat. Usually it will ask you to give your nickname, so you can chat to the lady spinning the wheel, and you can chat to her name. The current dealer is Maya. You can chat to Maya spinning the wheel, and you can chat to other people who are playing. You can also see people who have joined the table. It'll tell you like a small profile here. It'll tell you the game round, current bets, your last win, and the total balance in your account. In my case, there's 117,320 naira in my account. Then this is the main image of the girl, the dealer, and you can toggle between, you can switch between actually seeing her or from the top to see the roulette wheel rolling from the top. Okay. Over here, you see statistics about this current table. And you can see the numbers that are winning. So you can see 34 is hot. It's 121 times. 23 is hot. 16 is hot. The numbers that are not winning, 15 is not winning. 5 is not winning a lot. 3 is not winning a lot, and 4 is not winning a lot. And you can see a chart showing you what's hot. The people are winning a lot. You can also change that chart to a diagram chart rather than a pie chart, and so on. And if you click here, it'll show you what you stand to win, and the different bets that you can place and what you stand to win. I'm just going to see if I can quickly show you here. Right, if I said for straight up, it means what you place your bet. So let's use 1,000 naira. So I'll place my bet on 34 red. If 34 red wins, my 1,000 naira will be multiplied by 36. That will give me 36,000 naira from my 1,000 naira bet. It's that simple. The entire bet takes maybe 30 seconds and you've won. 36,000 naira from 1,000 naira. A split bet means if I'm not willing to take that much risk and I want to place a bet on two numbers rather than one with my 1,000 naira, all I would do is move my chip to the center between two numbers. So if I do this and I click, I would be placing a bet on 31 and 34. And if any of those were 31 black and 34 red, if any of those numbers came in, I would get 18,000 naira back for my 1,000 naira. The street means I'm placing a bet on three numbers. So how to place a bet on three numbers? I would simply come to the edge of this and place my bet here. So if I place my bet here, it means I'm placing my bet on. You can see the highlighted numbers are always the ones you're placing your bet on. I'll be placing my bet on 30 red, 29 black, and 28 black. And if I clicked on that, that would be the bet I was placing. Within 30 seconds, if any of those numbers came in, I would get for my 1,000 naira, I would get 12,000 naira back. There is corner, which is four numbers. To place a bet on the corner, you would look for the numbers you're interested in, and this is how you position it. This essentially places a bet on four numbers: 26 black, 29 black, 28 black, and 25 black. And if that bet, any of those numbers came in, then I would stand a chance of winning 9,000 naira from my 1,000 naira. And there is the sixth lane. The sixth lane is placing a bet on six numbers. How to do that? You would come to the edge here of these six and you click. And once you do that, you're able to place a bet on six numbers, just as described before. And the six numbers would return 6,000 naira from my 1,000 naira if any of those numbers came in. Then there is column/dozen. That means you're placing a bet on 12 numbers at the same time. So to do that, you would come here. If you put your cursor here, you can see, or your chip here, you can see you're placing a bet on all these numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's it. Or you could come to this column or dozen, or you could come to this column or dozen, or you could place it here, or here, or here. So any of these combinations like this is how you place your bets on a column or dozen. And then you have the 1 to 18, 19 to 36. And to place for the column or dozen, rather, you get, for your 1,000 naira, you get 3,000 naira back. Just saying. And for the 1 to 18 or 19 to 36, you'd be placing a bet on 18 numbers at the same time. To do that, that one is quite properly labeled here. You would come here 1 to 18, would place your bet on 1 to 18, and 19 to 36, you'd come here, you'd place your bet on 19 to 36. The next one is red or black. You'd also, for 19 to 36 and 1 to 18, you'd get, for your 1,000 naira, you get 2,000 naira back. The same goes for red and black. That one is also self-explanatory. You just place your bet on red. Any of the red numbers that come in, you win. Or you place your bet on black. Any of the black numbers that come in, you win by just being here. And then there's odds and evens. So odd, you just place your bet on odd. It selects all the odd numbers. If you place your bet on even, it selects all the even numbers, and you win. All this happens really, really quickly. So I'll just place a bet quickly and you see. So for instance, I'm going to go back to the game. She's spinning now, so there's no bets. It's going to open up right. So it says once it shows this green line, place your bets. I'm going to place my bets on evens. And once I put that 1,000 naira, click. Let's see. It's bets are placed. Now you can see to my left here, you can see my total, but the game round, you can see my current bets, 1,000 naira. You can see my balance. And of course, I don't have a last win because I haven't won yet. So fingers crossed, I'll wait and see what happens. She's spinning now. Okay. And don't forget 5. So I've lost because 5 is an odd number. Don't forget you can change your view to this, and I'll go back if you want, and you can see everything happening in real time. Now you can also change the table view to, well, the betting panel view from the regular one here to this one. With this one, you can also place different kinds of bets. So, for instance, I can decide that I want to place a bet on a number and then 2 of its neighbors. Let me go to bet building mode. So if I said I'm going to place a bet on a number and 2 of its neighbors, so if I place my bet on 23 red, it would also take the 2 neighbors to the right and the 2 neighbors to the left. So four other numbers would be added to it. If I said I just want to place on my bet on my number and 1 of its flanking neighbors each, it would be 23 red plus 1 to the left and 1 to the right. If I use this, for instance, 30 to 31 red and 1 to the left and 1 to the right. So I could increase that to 7 and just come here. You see, it places a bet 7 to the left, 7 to the right. And I could also change that. There are other nice, interesting ways of placing bets. I can say I'm placing bets on all the numbers. So if you notice my cursor, this is the bet builder. So you can actually build the bet and save it. I could say bets placed on all numbers ending with 0, or all numbers ending with 1, all numbers ending with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. And if I clicked on that, it would ask me to save this bet, and I could click save, and it will ask me to give it a name and save the bet if I wanted to. If I didn't want to, I'll just let's go back to bet building mode. There's also snake. So if I could come here and select this to create a bet and save. So it snakes through the blacks. There's the red snake. It snakes through the reds. There's a split which takes like half the blacks, and split which takes like half the reds. All these are bet builders. I could create them, give them a name, save the bet, give it whatever name I wanted, say red snake, and it tells me how much, because it's placing 1,000 naira on each of those numbers, so it comes to 12,000 naira, and I'd save it. And anytime I want to place that bet, I'll just come to so I'll save it like this, and it's building the bet. Let's just wait for it to build. And that bet is built. So back to game. And if I wanted to, I would come here, call bet, snake. It's that simple. When the betting, like now there's no more bets, but when the next betting time comes round, I would just come here and click on the red, and it would bet place the bets that I built. You can also you can snap your screen. Maybe you want to send it to somebody to see the bets you placed, and like evidence that you won. You can snap your screen by coming here to click snap screen. You can check your history by seeing all the bets that you placed by clicking the history button here. You can increase the volume and reduce the volume. Sometimes you don't want to disturb people if you're in a public place or you're at home and so on sleeping. You can reduce the volume. You can get the game info from here. It sort of introduces you to the game and tells you what you need to do, blah, 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 blah. You can go to settings. So here in settings, you can do a lot of these things. You can reduce the volume, increase the volume. If your internet speed is not so good, you can reduce the quality of the video, medium, high, low, or you can just leave it in auto and it will select the best for your internet speed. You can toggle sound effects. Sound effects are usually good because it alerts you to when things are changing, when bets are being played, when it's time to place a bet, and so on and so forth. You can also have background music, which I like sometimes. It gives a nice feel as if you're in a casino, and so and you can enable chat if you want to chat or not. See, it's disappeared. And you can also enable chatting with other players or disable it. And you can switch to full screen mode as well if you have a large computer and you don't want anything else disturbing you. Just come here, click full screen mode. You have the rebet button here, which helps you if you place the bet and you want to place the same bet again. You just come rebet and so on. And you can of course look for higher value chips by clicking here to move right, and lower value chips are here. You can bet the minimum on this table is 100 naira. So, but you can bet 500. You can bet all the way up to 310,000 naira by using the 100,000 naira chips. And it's instant gratification if you win. It's a lot of money. But again, please don't forget to gamble responsibly. One last thing, you can pop up this window by, if you click here, you can take it out of the screen and have it as a completely separate window where you would place your bet while doing other things rather than just be there and sit in the window. So that's it for live casino for beginners, live roulette. Now there are other things. So for instance, roulette fortune. Roulette fortune is exactly the same thing as roulette. It's just the wheel is bigger, so some people prefer this roulette fortune. As you can see, the wheel, it's a bigger wheel. You can, and the way they spin is a bit different. I personally prefer the other one, but some people like to see this, see it this way. So this is exactly the same. For blackjack is 21 or bashi. If you're familiar with 21, you would be playing 21 with a live dealer. You can see everything. There's no cheating. If you're a huge fan of 21 and you're always being cheated by your friends, you can get your friends to come here and you guys will all play here together. And there's no story about, oh, this person is doing this or the other. There's no underhand tactics. You have the dealer here. You take your seat. For instance, there are two people on this table right now. I don't think they're currently placing bets. Maybe they're just waiting for more people to join. But you can take several seats to be actually. You don't have to take just one seat. I could sit here and sit here, and the dealer would deal. So if I took a seat and said, I'm going to place a 1,000 naira bet. Right. So let's see what the dealer does. I've placed my bet. Okay, the sound tells me the bet's about to close. Betting closed. No more bets. So the dealer would, let's see what the minimum is 500, right? Okay. So the dealer would deal the cards. See? It will tell me, do I want to, I said hit because I have only 7, so hit me one more card. And I've been hit and I want another hit because I have now a total of 12. And I have a total of 16. I'm going to say hit me one more card. If I have above 21, then I lose. But if I, yeah. So I've lost because I had too much. So that's it. I'm not a very good 21 player. So if you're a better 21 player, then this is, blackjack, win, push, pass, too many, no win. These are the player 3 has had this. I'm player 6, so I just had no win, too many. It tells you what you stand to win here. If you have 3 of a kind, that's AAA. For your 1,000 naira, you win 21,000 naira. If you had a straight blackjack, it's 3-2. If you had a a winning hand, it's 1-to-1. Your money just doubles. And there are other forms of betting insurance, the side bets that you could bet off the table. If you're a beginner, if you're interested in table blackjack, my advice would use watch video tutorials on YouTube. We'll also link a few video tutorials with people who are, a bit more professional in this matter, and they'll tell you what to, how to go about it. And that's blackjack. There are other ones that if you want to explore, you can explore these other ones. Live Russian poker, live baccarat. You can also Google baccarat and find out what it is about. And you could bet on poker is like proper poker, and you're betting on different. So you just pick you see different slots here. You could just pick one and say this is the one, this is the hand that you think is going to win, and so on. After the deal, so the dealer would deal, and you would choose the one that you think is going to win, and then the dealer would then add to that. If you understand poker and you're interested in this is a fantastic one as well to spend your time. Now, for Izugi, it's essentially the same thing. All the games are the same, but the interface is different because it's a different company. For Izugi, you can see the various Izugi studios, and they offer broadly the same thing: roulette, blackjack, baccarat, and all that in their various studios. The good thing about Izugi is that Izugi generally works. I would say it works better for internet connections that are not so good. If you click play here, it would. That's the roulette I clicked on. Let's see what happens. Let's go to Wheel of Dice and see what happens. Yeah, so it's a little bit faster, and if you clicked here, just because of Nigerian internet, not everybody has very good internet to support live video. But Izugi, you see, it opens up a window. The window's slightly smaller. You can see the video quality is not as good, but it's really the same thing, the same principles you've already learned. How to bet on roulette, and you can pick and on. It tells you when to bet. No more bets. When there's time, when the bet is open, it counts down here. It gives you the minimum and maximum that you can bet on. And you can switch, you can toggle between the views if you want to view it like this, or you want to view it from above, whichever one you want. You can chat, you can click to chat to people with support and the dealers. You can get information on the odds, which is really the same as the Bet Construct one. You can get the game rules from here, and you can increase the volume or reduce it, or mute it or reduce it. You have video quality set up here. Auto is usually best because it figures it out for you and you don't need to worry. You can refresh the screen, take it to full screen mode, and also look at statistics of who's winning or who's losing. So generally, it's the same thing, the same game. You have the bet buttons here: clear all, rebet, undo bet. You've placed, you could undo it quickly. You could double your bet here. It's really the same game principle, just a different interface, as I said. And that's Izugi. All of Izugi's live casino games have sort of the same kind of interface, which is different to the Bet Construct one. There's dice, poker, everything. Izugi offers everything. If you're somebody that loves live casinos, but just aren't able to take a trip to Las Vegas or Federal Palace Hotel, as the case may be, then this is a fantastic way to indulge. This is a dice game, which also it pays out really, really well. You can see it's just 63 to 1, 181 to 1. So for 1,000 naira, you can win 182,000 naira, and so on. So that's live casino for beginners. Good luck and gamble responsibly.